This is just a very quick brief intro. I played yesterday in the 33rd Lichess Mega 18 battle for Team Kingscrucher, and we managed to come 5th overall out of 192 teams. That was very good. Now this was 5-minute blitz. It was 2 hours. I missed the first 15 minutes, so I played about an hour and 45 or there or thereabouts. And individually I finished 345th out of 2,605 players, so that was my record. I got 9 wins, 3 draws and 4 defeats. My performance rating 2179. My average opponent was over 2,000, 2022, so a +5 score at my level is very good against this level of opponent. Every single one of these players is certainly capable of beating me in a one-off game. And this is 5 minutes, and I don't normally play 5 minutes. I normally play 3-minute blitz or 1-minute bullet, so did pretty well scoring that. I was quite pleased with that, and I was a scorer for the team as well. The way the team battle works is you have however many players you have in the team. Like you see here, there's 50 players being shown. Whoever the top 20 scorers are for those in that individual team, you combine all their scores together and that makes the team's overall score. So you can see we finished in 5th place there, just 7 points ahead of 6th. And I was one of the team scorers. I came 16th, 28 points. And they're very difficult events, these, very, very difficult. So I'm now going to introduce part 1 and then there'll be a part 2. I took a break after about 45 minutes just to go and get some fresh water and so on. So it comes in 2 parts here. There's a mega team battle here on lichess, so I'm just going to play a few games. I don't think I'm going to play much of it. I've forgotten it was actually on. So I'm going to play for Kingscrucher's team. It is 5 minutes, this, isn't it? It's 5 minutes, which I don't normally play. I'm just going to play a few games, so 2400, good luck. He might go berserk here, given that he's much higher rated than me. Let's see, he doesn't. But I normally play 3 minutes, not 5, so I need to control my pace a bit. Okay, just knight up and then the queen back. I've played pawn up. I'm just going to play pawn up, just develop slowly and steadily. Let's just play bishop up. Just making sure the queen can always drop back. Might get castled. Just going to drop back. Does he go all in with g4? Be interesting. He's played bishop down, so maybe actually take. I'm going to do it, although I don't know if it's that good. I'll just drop a queen back if he captures back. But if he takes the knight, I take here. So he has taken. Yeah, I think I should trade. Just develop. Maybe knight forward. Keep it simple. I'll go this way just to break the structure and I'll push the pawn. So I've got to be careful about some sort of hit here with my bishop being unguarded. So I'm going to try and push up quickly before he can develop an attack there. We're both playing that slightly bit quicker than what we should do, really, I think. Right, my bishop's vulnerable. Do I push immediately? I think I should. I think I should just go immediately. But if he manages to attack the pawn, say with the knight, if it was here, my bishop would be a bit vulnerable here. Let's just play a rook across, hit the pawn. So I'm going to take. Oh, he's come in over, interesting. I'm going to play here. If he comes in, I'll just go up and hit the bishop. Just got to be careful I don't catch myself out here. Very easy to do. He's gone back. I'm going to play rook across, hit the bishop. I've already given my king a square, so is my opponent. So we're threatening to take now. So he's gone across. I know I don't have a great deal. If I play up he can take, but I can take with check. So it is possible to try and double up. I'm tempted to take, but he does this. Then I can try and get the second rank. I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to go forward. Let's get the second rank, hit the knight and try and come in. He's played up, so I'll go in, hit the pawn. If he defends it, then he loses this pawn, which is under attack anywhere. So he has indeed gone back. I think I should go in with the rook and try and put more pressure on. So he's come forward, so he's looking at check, king up and take. It's whether I go here first. So rook up, check up, knight takes. There is no mate threat. If he checks, I can go here. He can check back, but if I take... I'm going to play it. I'm going to let him do it. If he pushes, I just take this and it's mate, so he can't push his pawn. So he's chosen to go back. Okay. I can go here, I can go here. Just gonna go here. We might repeat here, I think. I don't think I've quite got enough to force a win, so if he goes there I might have to go back. So it might be a draw. Okay, a decent start, not a bad start for me, playing a stronger player. Right, 2188, good luck. Okay, let's check. Played forward, so you need to take straight away here, I think. I'm just going to play g3, keep it like traditional reti. I might hold off castling and threaten to push. Let's just go up one. Let's just go up one. Yeah, knight forward. I'm going to play bishop up, but if he takes, I'm going to go with the pawn if he takes with anything. He plays up, so now it's a slightly bit more dangerous, so I'm going to take and make sure I've given my queen space. He'd probably go with the bishop so he keeps his pawns intact, and I'll just drop back here, guard my pawn. Maybe bishop up's a move. I'm just wondering whether to do this, but h4 you can do h5, but feels like something I should try and force. He's allowed it to happen. It's interesting. Now I could play e4 here. I could just play up straight away, takes. Interesting. I think I'm going to play e4. If he takes, it's a check, so it's a sensible pre-move to take back. Knight takes knight is a check, so you might as well pre-move taking. But I'm just going to play h5 if I can. Don't see why not. He's doing the right thing using some time. Like I say, I normally play 3-minute blitz. I'm not used to playing 5 minutes, so sensible just to slow down a little bit and try and avoid silly sloppy blunders. Now, I think it's got to make sense to push. I've committed already the pawn, so I might as well push it before my opponent does. It's whether I try and take or push. That's the only debate. Bishop up here feels a little bit wrong. And do I castle this side? If I go here and he goes back, even with the other pawn here, I don't see any way to crack through. But if I take, he could even go with this pawn, and that comes with risks. Yeah, he's trying to blast it wide open. If I take, I think he goes with the bishop, and I'm going to be forced to drop back. I'm going to take this pawn first and threaten to take. Now I think I should castle, maybe. It does hang a pawn potentially. I could still castle this way, it's not unreasonable, but Actually, what's wrong with bishop up here? I'm going to play bishop up. If I take, I'm threatening check in the corner if he takes. If he takes here, I go with a bishop or I lose it. So you can kind of pre-move either way here. Although takes, bishop here is a slight nuisance. I know I might be able to do something like this, right? Or wrong. I'm going to castle. I'm going to take a chance. This is weak. This is just plain loose. So he's got a chance if he wants to take a big risk. I'm going to go here and threaten to come up. He could take and I'll still take here, but then he's got queen down. So I might take with a pawn. If he takes and I go straight here, he goes back, check, he gets up, he's safe. So there's no point sacking the piece. It's whether I take with the pawn or the queen if he takes, which he doesn't have to do. Oh, he's played rook up. He's played rook up. I didn't expect that. So queen here now, he covers both of these squares, right? I really want to take here or take here, but it just feels not quite right. I've got queen, actually I've got queen up hitting the pawn. I'm going to do this because I'm hitting a pawn. If he takes, I actually take this potentially. Guess he can block, but I'm happy to take with a pawn anyway here. Yeah, I'll pre-move bishop takes, pawn takes. It's a safe pre-move, it's what I'm going to play. If I took the pawn first with a check thinking I'm getting myself a piece anyway, he could just drop the bishop back, or he could play rook across. But if I take this, he goes here. There is a bishop loose. Actually, yeah, he's played straight across. But now I've got check. He goes here. He's very lucky that he's covered this, but has he lost a queen? Has he lost, if he takes the queen, he loses a rook. It's whether I get checkmated. So he was aware of that. So if I take there, he has to take with a bishop. I can still go here, right? I think I take here now, and I think he has to take with a bishop. He could check and it just puts me to a better square. If he takes here, I think he's in trouble somehow. I'm not sure, but I've always got an emergency square this side. So I think I go here. And then if takes, so he has kicked me across. Now he's got queen here, but I think the back rank is fine because I've got two rooks, so I don't think there's a back rank mate. So he has now taken. No, I thought I could just play up here. Then take. Now I'm threatening to take. Yeah, he's headed that off, otherwise I would have won a pawn. Okay, I should just open this up if I can, just blast forward. But if he takes, do I try and take here? Queen takes, check and takes. Yeah, he's threatening a check, but I think I'm fine. I think I'm actually fine, because there's no back rank mate threat in one. So I'm going to push the pawn and threaten to push. Check, that's a forced move, but the back rank is covered. I might have to waste a move throwing this in, unless he's got some sort of mate, but I'm threatening check and check here. Very scary. That might be checkmate actually. Check and then rook here might be mate, because he won't be able to come forward. So rook across blunders checkmate. So he shouldn't do that. He should be good enough to see that. Oh, he's pushed pawn forward. So check, king up, check. Well, I think I can just take here. Now I'm threatening mate in one because he can't step anywhere. He's in big trouble here, I think, unless I'm missing something. If he steps across, maybe I could even activate the rook and then take. He's got to be lost. Got to be. I have to sit and work it out. I'm well up on the clock. I just need to sit and work it out. But it looks winning. Let's just see what he does, and don't try and second guess anything. He's down to 10 seconds. I've got lots of time, whatever he does. It's an arena. If he's lost, he should just resign and get on with the next one. So he's played queen across, but that's got to be, that's just mate, right? Yeah, checkmate, because he can't move anywhere. Excellent, so I've actually won a game. Actually managed to win a game. So I've missed the start of the event though, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to play, so it's unlikely I'll be a scorer in this. So 2-1-40, good luck. The top 20 players in each team make up the team's score when you get to the end of the event. There's 1.5 hours left. Okay, let's go b4 and bishop up. Okay, let's play bishop. I think you can take there. It's a long time since I looked at the theory in this, like a very long time. Just play up, g3 up, or maybe knight up first. Yeah, well, he's kind of forced it anyway. Let's develop and prepare the castle. He could try and push, but he's got a weak potential weakness there. Maybe pushing might have been a little bit more precise. I think knight across to make way for the knight here. Okay. I'm going to hit the bishop, so he has to make a decision which diagonal it's going to be on, one or the other. Then I might do the same on this side. It stops the knight coming in, and again he has to decide which diagonal he wants it to be on. Oh, he's gone all the way back. Now I'm going to do the same this side. Hold on. I think taking with a pawn makes sense here to reinforce this. Might get a chance for a discovery move at some point in time. Pawn up and bishop up makes sense, or bishop back in this way. No. Bishop down, I guess he just plays this, and it's not doing a lot, so I'll play rook across for now, pressure the pawn. Not an easy position. Maybe knight back and knight forward, and then I might be able to undouble. Okay, so I think I have to come across there, then the knight can move or the bishop can drop back. He's played knight back. I think getting my knight out of the way makes sense here. There's no actual threat to take because he could just take. I'm going to go forward and see if I can tempt him forward, and he's done it instantly. So knight across, and my knight is just trapped because there's nowhere to go in. So I think I just drop back, but he's opened his king up slightly here. I'm just wondering if it's worth actually trying to shift this. I've got knight across the trade there. Okay, I'm going to go there. He was hitting my pawn, so I'm challenging the knight and guarding my pawn and knight at the same time. Queen back I'll just take, I think. Okay, I'm going to take that. Takes a bit of pressure off. Now I'm going to drop the bishop back to one or the other of these, but it's not really doing much for me. I'm going to go here again. I'll pre-move in case he takes. And if he kicks the bishop, I'll just have to drop back. He's played the rook across, so now we have a potential target. I'm going to go here, and if he pushes, I've got the option to take, and I've still got the option to drop back. Loosely guard this. Pawn up might be a move. If he comes down, I can take. So he's given me the chance. I think I should do it. Although I can only get one pawn. No, I shouldn't do it. I should go back and look at this maybe. I'm going to try and break it open. If he takes, he takes. If he pushes, I take. I can maybe get the bishop forward, get it onto a more attacking square. What's he coming for? I can take the knight and just grab a pawn. I think I should do that. Now, do I go with the rook or do I go with the pawn and try and push? The rook puts pressure on. The rook feels more natural, so I'm going to go with the rook. put pressure on, but it might be a mistake that the pawn might have been more of a threat. Might have been more of a threat going with the pawn there. And this bishop is still very vulnerable. It doesn't have a lot of squares to jump to anywhere. Oh, he's attacking me. He's attacking me. So what's he aiming to do? He's letting me take this. Okay, I can just sense I'm missing something here, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, is he looking at this just to hit the bishop? But I can go here, and then I get my queen lost. So he wants me to take so he can come here, I think. That's a bit nasty. Maybe I've got bishop back here. Or do I go here? Then I'm only 2 moves off hitting the bishop, but I'm not getting anywhere with that. But as soon as I go here, he's threatening this. That's very dangerous, very dangerous. I've really underestimated this. I'm gonna go here and try and trade the queen, I think. I just missed this whole idea. As soon as I move, I'm pinned and I can't easily get out of it, so I have to try and trade the queen. It's my only option. I hope he doesn't have a tactic to blow me off the board. He might have, so I've abandoned this pawn. And then this, if this falls as well, if these two fall, I'm probably just lost. And I'm a little down on the clock as well, although we're nearly equalised now. Ooh, so he's allowing queen up. Have I got time to take is what I'm debating. I don't see the knockout blow. He's got to be threatening this. I have to push and counter that, I think. I think that's forced. So I've still got queen up as a potential, rook takes as a potential. Now does he force the issue? But then I go here, here, and I've got no follow-up, I don't think. I think I just lose if I do that, or do I? Interesting, let's see how he plays it. Yeah, he's come forward. I'm going to waste a move and push my pawn, just so he doesn't have one move to take it free. Okay, now he's abandoned that attack. I think he's made a mistake there. I might get a pawn, but I might also get my queen in. I think he's made a mistake, but whether it's a serious mistake, we're going to find out. So queen up threatens mate. Bishop down. Queen up, he has to play bishop down, or he checks, I go up. He's not got a lot. I'm going to risk it. I can maybe take here if he goes here, threaten a discovery. If he checks up, I don't think he's in time to grab the bishop. I don't think he's in time, but I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I lose the game. Then you say, well done. But I can go here. He's got a check. I can step back. Now, can I go here then? I'm going to go here and play on, because I'm threatening mate in 1, that's why I'm doing it. Bishop there, I think I take here, and I threaten some sort of discovery. So I'm threatening to... Actually, am I threatening a lot though? Check. He has to go back and check. I think it's winning, right? I think it's checkmate, because he can't come back again. Got there. Excellent, excellent. Wow, if I hit 2250, that's almost a personal best for me in Blitz, I think. I'm not far off it. Well, I'm right next to a GM. I'm certainly not playing well enough to tackle those type of players. Yeah, 2254 of it. Well, that's very good. That's one of my best ever blitz ratings. Right, 1584, good luck. I don't think I can gain any points for this, but I'll lose a barrel load if I get anything wrong. And players at this rating level are certainly good enough to beat players at my level in one-off random games. Ooh, I'm trying to remember the theory here. I've seen Hikaru play this, but I don't actually know the theory well enough myself. No, I'm going to be cautious. I don't know the theory well enough to... Hikaru does something fancy like this, and I gather a4 in the line I'm thinking of is the right move, not knight down, but I don't know the theory well enough. I'm just going to make sure the rook's got a square, and knight across might be a move. Maybe I've got knight over now. Hit the bishop, hit the knight. If he takes, I get a pawn across to guard the pawn. He has got knight down potentially. Okay, I'll just take. No. I can take and this pawn is loose, but I've maybe got knight back. And then bishop up to hit the knight, or bishop up to hit the knight. This pawn is guarded. I'll try and play pawn up if I can. Kind of stops this annoying move. Yeah, I'm going to play this up first, just to try and stop the knight coming in too quickly. Very tricky position. I'm very bogged down. My opponent's got more space here. And of course, if I move this knight, this pawn's immediately gone. But it is a bonus pawn, so it's not the end of the world if I lose it. As long as I still have a playable position. Well, he's played his knight back. Now, I think I'm just looking at bishop up one or the other here. I'm going to go here and challenge this before he gets a lot of pressure on the pawn. So he's gone back. Any point in developing here? Or knight back and up. Text. I'm going to play knight back and try and push a pawn. Again, it opens a diagonal, but I think it's playable. But I don't remember exactly why, but I think it's playable. It opens this all dangerous discovery, but I think this is a playable line. But I may be wrong. I think pawn up is playable here as well, if I remember. Pawn up, knight down anyway. Bishop back. If queen takes, he gets pinned. Yeah, I think pawn up is right, but I don't remember why. Now, do I go here? Oh, well, that kind of puts me here. But if he takes, he blunders bishop up with a pin. Okay, he's just missed that there was a pin there. If he takes here, then I can actually take back, it's covered. It's only going to be an exchange though, he's got his pawn back. So it's only a simple exchange, this. So he's played back, so of course I take. Now I think knight up is a move, takes, as long as I don't weaken this. I can't push right now, but I've got knight here and push. Knight over takes, he's threatening to discover on my rook. I'm going to go this way, I guard the rook again, and I'm threatening to push and push. I can see he wants to move to hit my rook. So I'm going to push the pawn forward. Now it's double guarded and the pawn's guarded. I'm going to just try and blast, I think. Now, actually if he takes, I can take with the rook. Then that gets rid of my problem of the diagonal. I'm threatening to take. Yeah, if he takes, I take with the rook. Although I shouldn't pre-move. There's no need to do a pre-move. I'm up on the clock. But rook takes gets rid of this diagonal issue. Yeah, he's pushed. So do I go forward? Is that wrong? Probably wrong. I think I get rook across now. Yeah, rook across I think here. And if he comes in I take, and he has to take with a pawn, and then I've got two. Otherwise I'm threatening rook up to hit the queen and then maybe double stack and then go for the back rank. But not easy. My opponent's managed to play very quickly. Could easily backfire here, very easily. So he's covered me going in. I'm going to just play rook up and try and come behind, I think. Oh, he's going for a blockade. I'm still going to play here. Again, if knight in, I just simply take. Knight down, a take. I'm going to try and activate the rook. Not easy, not easy. I'm threatening a back rank check as well to get his rook off the board. Then I've got a very rapid pawn if I get that in. So he's got to watch out for the check, and he's missed it. So check, takes, check, king up, pawn down. I think that must be over. I think that's a win, I think, if I get this and I get the pawn up. Yeah, just threaten the queen next move. Hopefully he'll resign and get on with another game. It is an arena. If you feel like you're lost in a game sometimes, because it's an arena tournament, in a team tournament, you're better off just getting on with another one instead of wasting a few minutes. Obviously you can take a knight, I'll get a queen. Yeah, he just resigns. So where am I? So a draw and 3 wins, that's very good. There's the team. Well, that's impressive, isn't it? 33 points. Crikey, Mick, that's impressive. We have a GM there. We have another GM there, Liam Plaskett. I think it's Liam Plaskett. 1953, good luck. Let's play C4 again, traditional Reti. B4 again, like we had earlier. B6 is a mistake. Oh, what's the theory here now? There's some line where I can take. How do I play this? I can't quite remember my theory here. I think I'm just going to go here. It's a long time since I've studied these lines. I mean, a very long time. It's castle. Oh, he's blundered the pawn. He's just made an autopilot move and hung his pawn there. Oh, now he's allowed knight in. Okay, he has to go there or he loses the queen. So then bishop up, I hit the pawn. Yeah, I think I'll play this. I can support the knight if I have to. So we just threatened to grab a pawn. Okay, I blundered that, but like I say, I can support the knight if I have to, but that was a blunder. I just missed that move. I'll have to drop the king back and give him the pawn back. Oh, but he's given me a pawn anyway. So take, back. He's just given me another free pawn. I mean, this is loose, but it's got to be good for white. This has to be good for white. I mean, if he grabs the pawn, I'll just take the knight and open everything up. He's come forward, he's just hitting the bishop. And maybe that's given me a chance to expand, but that's dangerous. That's dangerous to risk that. Yeah, it feels like I should be on b2. Okay, he's hitting the pawn. Again, I just completely missed that as well. I have to push now. So he's hanging the rook and he takes. Although I've got a queen check first, right? Check, pawn up. Take a rook, lose a pawn, hit the knight. Feels good. I'm going to call his bluff and I'm going to go for it. If I'm lost, I'm lost. I mean, I can even push a pawn here. If he takes, I just take the knight. Oh, it's checkmate. I missed it. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, wow. I saw it as soon as I've made the move. I just jumbled my moves up. Ooh, that's shocking. I should not have lost that. Well done to my opponent. I just didn't see it until it was too late. As soon as I made the move, I saw it. Well, now I have to build up my winning run again, so it gets harder to build up points. But not to worry, these things happen. 1 hour and 10 minutes to go. 2012, good luck. Oh, an opponent's going berserk. Let's hope he goes berserk, literally. I still need to use my time wisely. I'm playing a little bit too quickly, aren't I? Because I'm so used to playing 3-minute blitz, not 5-minute. I'm just playing a little bit too fast. Okay, let's develop. Okay, knight in is a move here. I'm going to play it. We hit both of them. Ooh. Again, I'm going to call his bluff. Just trust that I'm able to defend. If I can't, I can't. Now, do I do this and triple stack his pawns? I'm going to do that. If he takes, I'm going to take the knight. Okay, he doesn't. But why can't I just take here? He moves somewhere, but he's in check, right? So it's a free pawn because it's check. So I can go back here and hit this pawn, or I can come back here, or I can guard this. I'm going to go here. This pawn is loose. It's a very dangerous position because he might be able to sack. Now I can take and hit the knight, but he just gets onto a nice square, so I'm going to develop with tempo and hit the queen. Because once the knight comes forward, it's actually in a much better square coming forward, so it's... I've probably made a mistake here in this line. Yeah, I need to use my time a little bit more wisely. Knight on either of these squares is super dangerous with a check here. Okay, well now I can grab the pawn, right? If the knight moves, we just trade queens, then it's not so dangerous because I've got a square. But there's not quite the mate threat, so he can move the knight and we can trade. So is he threatening take now? He certainly is. Again, I didn't even see that. I've got bishop up. Takes, takes, check. I think bishop up feels forced here. I just hope I'm not getting checkmated. If I am, I am. If there's a checkmate there, you say well done to your opponent. Ooh. Has he really got that? There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Well, I can give up a knight. Sorry, give up a bishop. A bishop and queen for a queen. But that's not good. Knight here, I guess he just comes here. It's not good, is it? It's not good. If I go back here, I think this is forced as well. Takes, takes, at least the rook's covered. I don't see the one move made. There might be one, I just don't see it. Let's go in the corner. He's got no check. His knight's under attack, but he's got well over a minute, so he's got lots and lots of time here. Without berserk mode, he's played well enough. He would have won this game guaranteed the way he's played. He might well still win it. Excuse me. Right, now it might open up a bit more. Can I defend it? He can't go there or there or there. So my rook should be fine. He's got there. Takes and I get checkmated. So I need to find a square for my rook. I might have to play king across. Oh, I've got queen down to defend it. If he goes here I can play queen down. And then I can trade queens, then I should win due to the clock. So he's got to find a good move. Knight's under attack. Oh, he's gone there, so I thought I could go here. If the queens come off, I'd fancy my chances purely because of the clock, and I'd have to slow down and really use my time. But if he's got no knockout mate, then I should win purely because of berserk mode. Right, so he's gone back, so now queen across looks sensible again. I'm threatening to check and get the queen off. So check, get the queen off, should be winning. So that should be winning, right? Yeah, just purely down the clock. Okay, try not to blunder anything really stupid here. Check, he goes there. And I'm giving him tempo, I'm giving him momentum. If I go here, his knight can't come across, he's got no check, so I think I can do that. Because the check's covered by the knight. So that's a good win after that disappointment of the previous game, 1569, good luck. Russian players are always strong, you don't get weak Russian players. Okay, let's play an e4 game. I've never been an e4 player. So this will be interesting. Let's just go forward again. I don't really know the theory here. I've genuinely never been an over the board e4 player, apart from like when I was first learning to play chess. Many moons ago now, 35 odd years ago. And I quickly switched to knight f3 and I've just stuck with it ever since. Let's just develop and then one or the other in castle, just keep it simple, nothing fancy. I don't have enough theory in my head to be able to play fancy chess. Let's just come up and take if he takes. I'm guarding the pawn and then I can play rook across. That's the idea behind that. Okay, so now I'm going to develop. Pawn still guarded, knight still guarded. I'm looking to castle. My opponent might do the same thing and it's whether he allows this. Castles, takes, check, back, queen up. I'll probably go for it if he plays it, but it's risky. If it doesn't work, I'll lose the game. Oh, he's gone for it, so can I just take then? Take, knight, check. He could potentially come forward. I've got queen up, or he goes back, queen up. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know if it works. He doesn't have to take, so you mustn't pre-move this. He could just go there. He could just abandon the pawn. He might well do. But have I actually got knight up anywhere if he's in the corner with queen up to come? I guess he's just got g6. So I'll probably just simply play the bishop back if he doesn't take. And I don't think he should take, but he has, so I have to go for it. Have to go for this. I'm all in. If he comes forward, I go here, he goes here. I think I take, he takes. And I've got check, I think is the theory. I'm threatening check to win the queen. That's the threat. If he goes here, I've got en passant. And it's the same threat. What? Knight takes. Well, surely I just take here. If I check here, he takes my queen, so I take here. If he takes, I just check here and I hit the queen and the queen can't block. So he can't take the pawn. If he goes here, I've got the same thing, or I can just check. So he's taken. If I take, he goes queen takes, king up. He goes here. I go back. I can just sidestep and he's got nothing. It's whether I lose my two rooks if I gain the bishop or I just go to f1. That's the question. If I take, check, up, I'm just going to go to f1. I'm threatening check, winning the queen. That's the threat. I hit the queen and I hit the king. And I'm hitting the rook as well if I don't get the queen. And I'm hitting the bishop now. My back rank is covered, so there's no one move made. Check here is covered. So he's got to deal with the risk of his queen or his rook being lost for free. Say queen goes back, I take anyway. He goes back, I take the rook with a check. He goes back in, and I just have to unwind and I'm fine, and I can grab the bishop. So it feels okay, it feels okay. But I am way out of theory, way out of theory. I'm going to stop after this game, have a quick break. I need to get some more water and have a little rest. So I'll just have a quick break after this game. There's 1 hour to go. He's taken, but I thought that was losing just to check. Because I check him and I hit the queen. And he can't block with a queen, so I think this just wins. But I am an amateur player, so I might be missing something. But I hit the queen and I check at the same time, and if he blocks, I just simply take. So I think that should be good enough. And then I need to stop after this game, go and get some fresh water. So I'll click pause there and I'll just pause.